Wow, from where? What's up, Equity? One second.
Yo.
Yo, what's going on, dude? Yo. Wow,
Well, my teacher refuses to do anything but that like stupid tangent and like whatever, like that thing. She refuses to teach anything new.
Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, it's.
It's boring.
I know. Well, she wants to make sure y'all know it first, you know.
Bro, it's kind of sad people actually struggle on that though. Like, I mean, like, there's some really insanely basic questions that require only like 2 steps. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so like in the 35-minute test that we had today, or 37.
Yeah.
I finished in like 7 minutes.
Oh,
5,
good,
I mean.
I'm glad I'm doing you well. I'm glad you're doing well. That's good.
Yeah, I just slept the rest.
1 sec. I need to see why my internet is dropping so many frames today, dude. This is nuts. Excuse me? Just one of those days. Just one of those days. You're like, why am I pulling? Oh, you know what it is? There's some massive update. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. Yeah, I guarantee you that, like, while I was gone over the weekend, that Fortnite's deciding to just update something like insane. One second.
Oh yeah, because the new season.
Yeah, I'm just like, why am I pulling down 400 MIPS right now? Yeah, one sec, guys. Sorry.
Have you seen the new season yet?
I haven't. Is it cool though? Yeah.
For builds, I'm pretty sure everyone hates it because of Zeus's Thunderbolt.
Oh, really?
And for no build, is just I don't know. I hate the new season. It's shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say it. This is Twitch.
One sec. Let me exit Steam. Let me shut down Steam. I think Steam's trying to update something. I think BattleNet's probably trying to update something. Like, no, stop.
You know the medallions? They changed the medallions. They don't heal anymore.
Yes. Here we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. I was just wondering. I'm just like, why? Why was everything so bad? Okay. One sec. One sec. The medallions. Where they change the medallions?
They don't heal. They have like superpowers now.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
For
there
example,
we go.
One has like.
There we go.
One does extra damage, I think, or like your gun shoots faster. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
There's different ones.
One sec. I need to see what's taking so much of my. What is taking so much of my network right now, dude? Yeah, BattleNet, dude. Fuck you, BattleNet. Stop.
Is it the Fortnite thing?
I don't know. It's something. Something was pulling just like all of my bandwidth down. There we go. There we go. Okay, much better. Okay, all right. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that. Yeah. Thunderbolt. Yeah, cool. Yeah. How's my weekend? That was good. I was in Vegas, which is always Vegas is Vegas. I always need like 2 days after that to try and like recover myself. GPU. I wonder why it's using GPU 1 for the video encode. It shouldn't be. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna assume that's okay. Yes. Okay, cool. Let me see what this is doing. One sec. GPU 0 that's okay. Yeah, GPU 1. Yeah, okay. OBS should be using GPU 1 for the video encode. Yeah, okay, good. It is. All right. Wow, but wait, BattleNet keeps wanting to like like it keeps wanting to try to update stuff. I don't like this. I need to stop. One sec. Settings. Downloads. Never automatically play updates. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hopefully we got that fixed. I don't know why BattleNet's being so persistent in like trying to make sure it updates things. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. No, dude, what? What is still trying to use my network? Okay. I think it's okay. Y'all let me know if it starts like dropping out, whatnot. BattleNet's just being very persistent, like reloading itself on my rig. For whatever reason, BattleNet just keeps like trying to insert itself in there. Don't want that. All right, here we go. Let's start with the stream. All right, welcome everyone to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Girl of Sex Education. Students helps you out with math homework, science homework, all types of fun stuff. Wow, 20 watch streak, 20 stream streak for you, Obama. That's really cool. Who has our highest like streak in the server? Do we know?
Taco Cat probably.
Taco Cat's probably got like a 50 or something.
I have so much points to redeem. I don't know if I should redeem them now or just wait until do it more later.
Well, you always want to do it sooner than later because I may change the rules on what they are later. That's what I always say. You know, I may nerf things, right? If I see they're getting like out of control.
You know, I haven't redeemed a single point, and I'm fourth. I was third, but I haven't redeemed a single time.
Well, you do very well. You do very well in the server. That's you do good, Jen.
I'm crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, I apologize for all, dude. I don't know what, dude. Again, I leave the Discord for like 2 days, and we're just getting like absolutely slammed by all these fucking scammers.
They said it was a link. Apparently a link. I heard, but I mean,
yeah,
wasn't there a bot to stop it?
There is a bot, but yeah, for some reason, like it was affecting users that had already been in our server for a while. So like, how I have all the security set up is that any new users come in can't really post links for a while. But if you've been in here for a while, for a bit amount of time, then I assume that you're not a hacker or something. So
so he probably got like hacked or something.
Yeah, somebody got hacked. Yeah, it was. But again, I appreciate all the mods and all you guys like taking care of it while I'm gone. I mean, that's the best. Again, I can't be here all the time to do everything, so I really appreciate
it. I'm sleeping, bro. Yo, Taco Cat, bro. Thank God he's a mod.
I know. Yeah, Taco Cat's a mod. Yeah, he's a mod. I made him a mod because I was just like, Taco Cat is online. He's here. He can take care of things. Yes.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. You know, as we get bigger, more and more people start seeing it as a way to like do things. So they'll, they'll start trying to take advantage of things. But that's why we grow slowly. You know, if we blew up overnight, I'd have no protection for any of this stuff, and then we'd be in a lot of trouble. All right, let me see. Oh, first question is equity. Ooh, this is fun. This is a cool little math problem. What are you doing? A little math challenge problem here. Nice. Okay. All right. A 3x3 table starts with every entry equal to 0 and is modified using the following steps. It adds 1 to all 3 numbers in any row, 2 to all 3 numbers in any column. I always like forget which ones is rows and columns. But yeah, this one is row and then this one is columns. Okay, yeah, good job, Obama. After step 1 has been used a total of A times, and step 2 has been used a total of B times, the table appears as shown. What is the value of A plus B? Okay. So equity, what they're trying to ask you here, right, is how many times did they add all 3 numbers to one row, and how many times did they add 2 numbers to all 3 numbers in one row? Yeah. Also, why is our Sammy meter not working? That should be working. Yeah. An error occurred. What? Excuse me? Whatever. Dude. Today is not my day for software stuff running today. Oh my god. Okay, one sec. I need... No, Twitch is working. That's fine. What's wrong with the bridge? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be okay. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch is good. Interesting. Okay. Well. I don't know why that's not running. One sec. This should be running. Sammy Core, that's what I need to run. Your account to actual education is missing the following Twitch codes. Channel read user. Please navigate to Twitch connections. Okay, one sec. One sec. Twitch. Disconnect. Connect. Okay, Twitch account. Okay, link it again. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out later. Okay, equity. Let's try to do this one. Adding one number to any row in any column. Well, there's actually something kind of cool here, right? Equity. Do you see how, for instance, we only have a 1 here, right? So that means in terms of this column, this one could have only gotten added once, or this row could have gotten added once. It had to be one or the other. Bro's PC is getting cooked every time. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on recently. Tell me if the stream starts looking bad, and I see like it's dropping stuff every once in a while, but it should be not too bad. We're losing like 10% on render. No, 5% on render. That's okay. All right. Let's see. This had to be used. I think I want to work backwards here, equity, where I want to see what had to be used the most amount of times. Okay. So this right here had to be used 9 times. We either had to add this 9 times or I had to add this 9 times. But then there's a difference between here and here. Okay, cool. I see something here. I see something, actually. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Let me write numbers here if we're adding them this way, and let me write numbers here if we're adding them this way. So I think, let's say we used 8 here. Or we couldn't have used 9 here. That wouldn't work because then this would be bumped up to 9, but it's only bumped up to 3. So, okay. So the maximum amount of times I could have used this is 3 times. And the maximum amount of times I could have used this is 2. In this way, right? Okay. And then I could use this 1. Right? Now, if that happened, then I would have had to do this 6 times, okay? Because see how 6 going this way and 1 going this way would give me the 7. 6 here and 3 here would give me the 9. 6 here and 2 here would give me the 8. Okay. And then for this to be 5, this would have to have been 4. This would be 0. So let's see if that makes sense. Yeah, 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 plus 2 is 6. 3, 2. Oh, yeah, okay, so this works. Wow. I don't know if I got lucky doing that or if it just comes up out like that. I mean, my strategy was to see what's the lowest number, right? If this lowest number was 1, that means I could have only added this row once, a maximum amount of times. Or I could have added this column once. But I know I can't do the column once because we also had these that had to be bumped up, I think. Yeah, and it just so happened it got pulled out like that, yeah. I guess, you know, right, we could have made this like a 1. But then, yeah, but then this would have to be a 7. But if that's a 7, then that would have to be a 0. Which that would have to be a 1. Would that work? Oh, I think that would work as well, actually. I think there are multiple solutions to this. Yeah. Equity, do you see how this works? Or is this like just completely like gibberish to you? You tell me. I feel like I see like a pattern with how this works, right? Like, let's say for instance, yeah, we did have this one be 1. And then this one was 0. And then this one was 7. Which means this would be 2. 7. Basically, like these numbers add up to each other is what it is, right? 7 and 0, right? 7 and 2 is that. And then this would be 7 and 1 to get me the 8. And then this would be 1 and 1. That would give me 2. 2 and 1. Yeah, okay. 0 and 1. Okay, this all works. And then this would need to be 5. Yeah, so that's 5, 7, 6. Okay, so this is another set of solutions that works, apparently. What is the value of A plus B? So oh wait, but no. Equity, you gotta catch me on this, Equity. Equity, are you here, dude? Equity, where are you? I need you. I can't be doing your question if you're not here. Because there's trickiness here. Because it's not adding 1 to all 3 numbers in any column. It's adding 2 to all 3 numbers in one column. So when you add here, it actually doubles. Oh, that's so annoying. Damn. Fuck. Oh, man. I liked it when it was 1 and 1. Now it's adding 2. Ugh. Okay, well that tells you right away this can't have any numbers, right? Because if I add anything in a column, I add 2, which would automatically bump this over, right? So this has to be 0 here, and this has to be 1. Okay, I agree with that so far. Let's look for something else where like maybe there's a minimum where that has to happen, or maybe we can just work backwards from here, right? Well, if I know this is 1, then this has to be 3, right? Because when I add everything in a column, I add 2. So if I do it 3 times, I'm gonna get 6 from here plus 1. That's 7. Okay. Okay, then let's see here, right? This is 6. So this has to be 2, because 6 plus 2 is 8. This would be 6. This would have to be 3. Okay. And then this would have to be 2. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1. Okay. Okay, so it just changes the number. That's okay. 302 and 132. Okay. So, A plus B, after step 1 has been used a total 8 times. So we're going to use it 5 times here. And we're going to use it 6 times here. So A plus B should be equal to 11, I think. Yeah. What's up, Zach? How's it going, dude? Yeah, what's up? Wonderful math streamers. Awesome. Yeah, this is almost reminds me of like a Sudoku puzzle or something, this type of question. But there's also this added weirdness in that when you add stuff to a column, it does it double instead of, you know, to a row it just does it once. Yeah. Interesting question. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Is not your friend or Bob here? Or Bob, do you have to go somewhere? You sometimes have to go to... Why is nothing showing online here? Is anyone online? Bob or Saint? Any one of these guys? Is my Discord bugging out? Why does it say everybody's offline? Ugh, man. I am not having a good day for tech today. It does seem Sudoku-like, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it was a cool problem. I don't know where it came from. I think it's one of these kids is doing like they're doing a math competition where they have you know, kind of similar to like Math Olympiad type questions. There's Saint. What's up, Saint? Here, do you want to do your question, Saint? Let's do yours. You're here. What's up? I didn't go to school today. I'm kind of cooked. Yeah, I didn't go to school either. And I was in Vegas this weekend, so I'm like all sorts of cooked. My brain was kind of struggling with Equity's question earlier. Okay, let's try to do this one. I don't think this is too bad. Okay. What is this? So this is v minus 6 over 6 is equal to v plus 8 over 5. Do you know how to do this one, Saint? This is what they call like the butterfly thing. Yeah, no, it's okay. All right. So you forgot. Well, okay. Anytime you have this, like a over b is equal to c over d. I think they draw like a pretty butterfly is what they do. They do it like something like this, right? But you basically do this times this, right? A times d, and then is equal to this times this. So b times c. That's the trick. That's only when you have two fractions right next to each other, right? And they're lined up like that. That's the only time you can do that. If you had like a plus like 7 here or like I don't know like minus 6, you can't do it. Don't do it. No. But anytime you got like just two like ratios like that, you can cross multiply them. That's the trick you want to do. So when we have this one over here, right? I'm gonna do this and this. Yeah. You can come speak, Saint, if you want. It's all good. Yeah. So we're gonna do this one times this one. So that's 5 v minus 6 is equal to, and then we're gonna do this one, 6 v plus 8. Now this is simple. You know, now this should be pretty. I just want to see what the button does. Oh yeah, well the button, yeah, you can request to speak on the stage if you want. That's how it works. Nah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ultra Yogurt. I do need some water. I definitely need some water after this weekend. Oh, good question, actually. How many of my viewers are Muslim? I think today is like the first day of Ramadan or something, right? Where, like, they can't drink water or eat food, like, all day, like, while the sun is up. Which seems like pretty intense. I don't think I'd be able to do that. I have to eat something. Yeah, and it's for like a month, I think, too. I mean, my Muslim friends, yeah. Okay, Saint. So then what we do, right, is we're gonna distribute, okay? So this is gonna be 5v minus 30 is equal to 6v plus 48. Okay. And now this should be pretty basic. Do you know what to do next year? I'm sure you do. And Bob, I'll do your question next. Cool. Oh, you do yours later? Yeah, you're back home? Yeah, all good. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, like terms good. Yeah, Bob, just let me know when you get back. 5v minus 5v. Good. Okay, cool. And then I would put this one over here, right? I do like minus 48. Minus 48. So then this isn't bad at all, right? So this goes away. I get minus 30 minus 48. That's minus 78. And then 6v minus 5v, that is 1v. So you just get v is equal to negative 78. Nice. Not a hard one. Yeah, that's pretty chill. Do you see how you do the same thing here for Saint for this one? This stuff is so challenging. It's okay. Why is it challenging for you? You let me know. Like, let's try to figure out, like, I have clips. Oh, I can capture clicks. I don't know how I can capture clicks. What the hell? Stop. Okay. Oh, you know what I think's happening? Oh, you know why? Okay, I was wondering why I'm getting rendering lag. It's because Discord's trying to be cheeky now. Discord is trying to turn into Twitch. I know this is what because like I need this to go away. Oh my god, dude, what? I did not add this, dude. 1 sec. I was doing so well and this threw you off. It's okay. That happens. What about it throws you off though, dude? No, it's because this year I changed schools and my mental health got really bad again, so my mom's transferring back to my old school, and since I joined this school, I can't focus. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. What, you just have like too many other things going on in your mind and stuff? I feel it. Like, life gets really lifey. And also, like, changing schools, Saint, is like super difficult, especially when you create your social circle, right? You have your friends that you know, right? That in all your classes. And then if you go to a whole new school, then you have to find something completely different. It's because I moved to a more white neighborhood and a lot of them at the school is racist. God damn it. Oh, man. That's no fun. Yeah. And honestly, that is something I've been seeing an uptick in recently. I don't know for whatever reason it is. I mean, there's all this new anti-Semitism stuff, this racism stuff. Everyone just hates each other for some reason. I don't get it. Like, we were all cool earlier. What happened in the last year or two that everyone just hates each other? At my old school, all my friends are pretty much family. Yeah. I've known a lot of them my whole life, and my old school barely has white people. It's a lot of Brazilians and Hispanics, and those are my people. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you probably relate with them the most because, again, y'all share the same cultural things. You know, you eat the same foods. You celebrate the same holidays, speak the same language in some cases. I remember when I was in Texas, like, some places in Texas don't really speak English. My mom knows how bad my mental health got, and she got worried, so she's transferring me back. Well, that's nice of your mom to look out for you. I know a lot of kids whose parents like have so many other things going on in their life that they don't have time, I guess, to like check in on their kids' mental health, which is really important, man, dude. Like, so now I gotta thug it out for 3 months. Yeah, okay. Well, I trust you, Blood. You can get through it, man, dude. The important thing is, yeah, that your mom is noticing that your mental health is going bad and looking for a solution to it. That's a very important thing. Yeah, and yeah, totally. If you feel like you can't go to school because like shit is too real and you need like a mental health day, dude. I needed a mental health day today. I don't know. This is like getting older thing where like I don't know. It takes more for me to recover from like not sleeping as much. So yeah, I feel you, dude. Yeah, it's totally okay to take a day off if you're just like, I need a day to rest. I need a day to like recharge my batteries so I can like focus and do things again. I turn 17 next month and I'm starting to realize life's about to get real. Yeah, life definitely does get real. I'll give you that. 17 isn't too real in the grand scheme of things. I think once you really start hitting like 21, 25, and then you got to start paying for your own insurance and then your rent and everything, like that's when life gets really, really real. But I understand how like that the time period you're in right now, going from like, again, late teenage years into early adulthood, is scary. Because it's such a radical shift, right? You're used to almost everything being taken care of for you, right? You have food at home. You don't have to worry about rent. You more or less don't have to worry about what you're doing with your life because you go to school, and as long as you do well in your classes, people like pat you on the back and like, good job, But as you get older, 17, 18, then you have to start thinking, hey man, what am I going to do? Because it's not going to be figured out for me anymore. Like, I got to figure it out. I'm already stressed out by my life, and being an adult will cook me. Yeah, I can feel that. Maybe not too much in college. Yeah, college is nice because it's the same structure kind of as like high school in the fact that you have set classes, you show up to this time, do your homework, do well on the tests, and as long as you do that, like, you're on a path towards something positive at the end. You never realize. Yeah, what does he say? I don't understand why time flies by so damn fast. Yeah, I don't either, dude, but it does. Yes, you can. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, well, please don't say too many bad words. Yeah, but Saint, yeah. Look at it as, I know it can seem overwhelming, it can seem stressful because there's a lot that's going to happen. But try to see the good side in it, which is, when you get older and when you become an adult, you are now in charge of like what you want to do. So in terms of college, right? That means you get to kind of study what you want to study. In high school, you're forced to take classes that you may not necessarily want to take. I don't know, such as, you got to take U.S. history or something, or some poetry class or something. Like, when you're in college, a lot of those requirements kind of go away, and it becomes more about what do you actually want to do. So if that means you want to get into like architecture or something, you can go do that. You don't have to take these other things you don't really, I mean, you do have to take some. There's some GE, general education credits you have to take, but more of what you're doing becomes your choice. Whereas when you're, 14, 15, 16, no, you don't really get a say in a lot of that stuff, right? Your parents kind of just throw you in classes or whatever, and you have to just do it because it's overall the best for your development. But I would look forward to the fact that like turning 17, 18 means that you get to have more agency in what you want to do. I plan on doing acting in college. I want to be a grad actor, and your mom supports it. That's great. Awesome, dude. Yes, that's dope.
Perfect.
And that's something you'll be able to do in college because there's a lot more structure set up for that, right? There is, acting classes. There's probably script writing classes. There's whole like colleges within the college just dedicated to doing like movie and film stuff. all the choices are overwhelming. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they call it like analysis paralysis, or if you ever notice you go to a restaurant and there are like too many choices on the menu, you don't know what the fuck to order. Yeah. What's the point in getting good grades in college if it's not getting into a good college? Tons of things. I mean, your own development. You want good grades, right? Having good grades in college, no matter what fucking college you're in, is at least proving to yourself that you have discipline and you can be successful. That's just your own personal benefit. You know, there's a lot of self-esteem that you will gain for yourself if you're like, hey, I can get good grades. I'm good at this stuff. Awesome. You know, that's why you should get good grades. You should do it for yourself. In addition, if you're applying to jobs afterwards, a lot of them will ask what your GPA is, and there are GPA requirements based on what positions you're looking for. I know in engineering, if you want any sort of internship in engineering, you need at least a 3.0. So if you don't have above a 3.0 GPA in college, your options become severely limited. So that doesn't really matter so much what college you're going to. That's just a minimum requirement. They look for the grades. Yeah. Saint says, I want to be an actor forever. I watch those Oscar ceremonies. I want to win an Oscar so bad. That's cool. Yeah, no, I support that. I support the arts. I love the arts. I mean, I'm an artist myself. You know, I play a lot of music. I do a lot of graphic design. It's not just all science, math, and technology. I mean, that's another part of myself that I love. But yeah, if you want something that bad, you can get it. You just got to really work for it. And being an actor, I know, again, I have, living in Los Angeles, a lot of my first roommates were actors / are actors. And I'll just warn you, like, ahead of time, like, it's not an easy life. It's not all roses and butterflies. You're not going to be super successful right from the start. I mean, I hope you are, but, like, don't count on it. A lot of my friends, moved out to LA, moved out. I lived in Hollywood with 4 other people in a 2-bedroom apartment, because that's all we could afford. And a lot of my first roommate ever in Los Angeles was an actor. He's actually pretty cool. He's been here. Let me show you. I love showing off my friends. Here we go. IMDb, Zach Silverman. It's a big It is a big gamble, but yeah. This is my first roommate in Los Angeles. His name's Zach Silverman. He moved out from Jersey, wanted to be an actor. Still wants to be an actor. He's had some cool credits. He's been in some stuff. He's been in some CSI stuff. And then he started getting more into, I think, even directing his own films. I think that's usually what happens. You kind of like start as like being an actor, and then you start like doing your own stuff. But he keeps doing it, and he's probably, I don't know, 35 now. But he hasn't quit, and that's one of the most important things I think you can have in life is not to quit. And because you have some people such as like Will Ferrell. I don't think Will Ferrell ever made it until he was 40, right? When was Will Ferrell IMDb hit first? What was age? I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I remember seeing something that like, yeah, he went to USC actually too, which is down the street. That's another school that one of our students goes to. Yeah, late 50s or something. Yeah, man. So, I guess he was on SNL. That's cool. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was on SNL. Yeah, but yeah, look, he didn't become a big film star till 2000. When was this guy born? He was born in 67, right? So, yeah, he was 33. Mid-30s, probably didn't hit like real big films until 2010 when he started doing Talladega Nights, like the Anchorman, all this stuff. Yeah, he was 40. So yeah, just know that that's the path. That may be the path. Is that you're gonna have to stick with it for a while, and the best way to stick with it for a while is to get good at sticking with other things for a while. Whether that be practicing an instrument or, anything involving sports, or even like this, doing your math and science homework. Sticking with something is like training yourself to be able to stick with other things later. So keep at it. That's what I would say. Yeah. I didn't consider that somehow. Yeah, it's okay. I've been through a lot. Let me, please feel free to, like, if you ever want, it doesn't have to be just science, math, technology. You can ask me anything here. And I'm happy to try and impart some of the wisdom I've collected over the years. And I want this to be more of like, that's why we have the AMAs on Fridays. That's like, you can ask literally anything. But yeah, you enjoy talking about it. Yeah, no, I'm glad. I appreciate that you listen.
That's dope.
Because I know how easy it is at your age to not want to listen to people. I remember even to this day, my dad will still tell me things, and I'm just like, I don't want to listen. But yeah, no, you're good, dude. Yeah, anytime you need to like talk, vent about what's going on in life, dude, please feel free. My DMs are open, stream's open. You can talk about whatever. We'll figure it out. I hope things start going, and things will. If things seem shitty now, they're gonna get better later. I guarantee you. They always do. It's life has this way of like testing you, putting you through these ruts and like these depressions, and they always turn back up eventually, and you'll come out of it, and you'll be like, wow, things aren't that bad. Have hope, faith. Please, can we do chemistry questions I sent the other day? Yes, we can do some chemistry questions. All right. What do you want to do, Noise? Where are they at? Did you put them in the screenshots for me? You put them in the screenshots for me? Sir Noise? Oh, nice. Yes, here they are. Acetyl chlorides. Jesus, what are we doing today? Jesse, we gotta cook. Oh, man. Are you just curious? That's okay. I like being curious. Okay, curious is great. Okay. Acyl chlorides are useful reagents in synthesis. They react with aromatic compounds and also with alcohols. Ooh, lots of cool stuff here. I think aromatic is like benzene rings. Aren't those like, is that what we call like an aromatic compound? I think that's what they are. Still wish I did chemistry instead of computer science. There's still time, man. Like what? You're young, dude. You just turned 18, right? You can still do a bunch of chemistry in college if you want to, right? You tell me, Noise. I don't know the British education system. I know in the U.S., for instance, if I went to college and then just decided I want to switch to all chemistry, like my first or second year into college, I could do it. Like, it might be a little expensive, but it's not like blocked off from you. Yeah. And you know what? You may find yourself still doing chemistry later, Noise. Maybe, I don't know, 10 years down the road, you'll become someone like me and you'll just start like teaching chemistry on Twitch. Like, you're still doing chemistry. It's a thing. Okay. CH3CH2COCl reacts with benzene in the presence of this, an electrophilic substitution reaction. Give an outline for the reaction with ACl to form the electrophile. Outline a mechanism for the reaction of its electrophile with benzene. This is like organic chemistry is what this is. This is actually pretty high-level stuff, man. Oh, one sec. Oh, my Discord decided to shut down. One sec. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. I don't know why I did that. There we go. One sec. I'm not having the easiest time with technology today. Oh, where did the thing go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, that's playing good. Okay, good. Yeah, they have an exam on. I tried studying OChem once. It was a tough thing to do. I still have my book. I've wanted to try it again. Yeah, it's a big thing that a lot of questions get asked about it, like for sure. I can't tell you how many tutoring requests I get for OChem, and honestly, I have to turn it down because even though I took OChem like many years ago, it would be too difficult for me to try to remember it and teach it today. Like I'd have to go relearn it, and yeah, it's a tricky class, man. It really is. Okay. Let me see what we got here. Let me see.
Nice.
Wow, dude, thanks for the follow, dude. Trixville. What's up, Trixville? Also, bro, why is my... Oh, man, so many... Change my stream quality. Maybe 15 frames per second, that's going to fix it? Getting like rendering lag. I don't like it. 11 months. Wow, almost a full year, Noise. That's pretty cool. Oh wait, what screen is that now? Wait, excuse me. One sec. That is not the screen. I need you to do this screen. What? One sec. Windowed projector, yeah. Mm-hmm. One sec. Oh my god. What is going on with Discord today? Okay, sorry. You gotta watch the Twitch. Watch the Twitch. I'm sorry. Discord is... They released, like, clips now for Discord, which I think is, like, messing things up. They're trying to, like, turn Discord into Twitch, which I don't agree with. I know Twitch is, like, going through some shit, but please, Discord, like, it's messing up all my stuff. What's up, Trixieville? What's up, Equity? Yeah, good to see you, dude. You're good. Sorry, watch on the Twitch. The Discord streaming is not working right now. Yeah, let me close this projector down. What's up, Jose? You want to talk? What's up?
Oh shoot!
Oh,
I
shoot.
accidentally pressed the wave one.
It's okay. You can say hi. That's fine, dude. I'm
Oh, hello.
Did you ask a question for us, Jose, to go over later? Do you have something you need help with?
I'm trying to find a question for physics.
Okay.
Physics
yeah.
final this Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Yeah. Let's get you ready for physics. Yeah, do it. Yeah, go find me a physics question. We'll do it.
All right.
Cool. All right. Let me see. I want to help Noise out with his question here, which is aromatic compounds. Electrophilic means electrophile means this thing loves electrons. So I'm gonna guess this thing is what we call like a proton donator. Have you heard that term before? Yeah, Discord clips. Yeah, dude. Yeah, let me show you, dude. It's super annoying that they're doing this now. Yeah, they're adding this. Discord's latest. They're adding clipping to their. I mean, this is an old article, but it was in beta. But I think they're really trying to push it now. Let me turn it off. Actually, I'm turning off. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm turning off clipping because I feel like that's eating into my GPU too now. Yeah. There's always something. We always got to figure out something. Okay. Okay, CH3, CH2, COCl. Let's see what this looks like. There's usually something where like things want to like attack at like something. Or here we go. Cheg CH3, CH2, COCl reacts with benzene. Yes, here we go. That's what I want. I love that someone's done this before. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this to you, Noise, like why it does this, but this is OChem. This is what OChem is. My chemistry knowledge tends to top out around like Chem 102 or something. But yes. So, benzene is an aromatic ring. This is basically what like gasoline is, right? And this is CH3CO2. And what I'm guessing is this Cl probably breaks off, and then this is going to attach over here. Is what's going to happen. This is what a lot of OChem is. It's like you're looking at compounds and whatnot, and you're trying to figure out where these compounds would break and where they would attach somewhere else. The fact that they say AlCl3 was, did they say it was electrophilic? Yes, electrophilic. This means it loves negative things, okay? So, Cl is already what we call like, what would we say, like -1, right? Like ionically, if chlorine is by itself, usually chlorine is with another chlorine in what's called like a diatomic element. So chlorine is usually Cl2. The only time you see Cl by itself, it's usually Cl minus, which means it has like one extra electron on it. It's not neutral. So if AlCl3 is electrophilic, that would attract the chlorines more than the benzene would. Okay, so when taking this compound and having it split to attach to benzene, the AlCl3, which is also present, is going to try to steal this chlorine away. That's how I would see it. And actually, AlCl3 probably breaks up into ionic constituent parts of itself. Like this will probably break up into, what's this? This is going to be Al3 plus and, 3Cl minus. So yeah, I could see like the Al3 pluses stealing more of the chlorines from the CH3CH2COCl, and then the benzene attaching there. And then, yeah, that's the compound you get. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So that's the equation, I think. Okay, cool. And look, okay, now the organic product can be converted into the following alcohol as follows. Ooh, interesting. Okay, and this would be an OH, right? This would probably have like some H's on it. Yeah. Another thing in OChem, Noise, is that they never show the hydrogens. Like they just draw lines, is what they do. So in reality, this is like CH, and like this, I don't know, this is just C, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? These have like different amounts of H's on them, but in OChem we don't draw them. We just draw lines. Yeah. Give the IUPAC name of this alcohol. Give the reagent needed for this reaction the name of this mechanism. Oh, man. This is the whole naming thing. This is probably like benzo something. Benzo something acid. Or benzo something. And then like, I think alcohols are usually like propanol or something is what they'll say afterwards. Yeah. Let's see. And are these called Friedel crafts? Is that what I'm seeing here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, here. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek here, Noise, into what this is. Again, I don't have the most knowledge to teach this. I'm primarily, I can do chemistry, but organic chemistry, no. This is what you're getting into. So this, for instance, is showing the reaction of, yeah, okay, look, AlCl4, cool. Yeah, this is what I was saying, right? The Al is going to steal another chlorine, make it AlCl4, which makes it negative, right? It's an electrophile. And then this is going to attach there. And then I guess, I don't know, there's some weird stuff here where they're attaching like bromine to it. Oh man. And then then you get to something like this, and then this is what they call as like the IUPAC name, Noise. So benzene, right, describes this part. And then bromo means, right, there's a bromine attached to it. Propyl is this. This is, so it's like methyl ethyl propyl. So propyl is something where you have 3 carbons in a row. That's what it is. Mental stuff. It is. It's cool. I mean, again, if I had more knowledge on this, then yes, but I have like enough cursory knowledge to kind of explain what's going on. But could I come up with this on the fly? No. You need to be an organic chemist in order to do this. And I'm not. I'm a physicist. With a lot of math knowledge. This level of like organic chemistry is pretty tricky. But yeah, if you wanted to study this type of stuff, Noise, kind of like what Zach said, there's a book, you can go through it. A lot of this is just memorizing reactions. You just memorize like what usually happens when benzene reacts with this, and then you build some intuition into like, okay, if this thing's electrophilic, what is it? Is it going to donate, or is it going to, accept this proton or something? Yeah, physics is cool. You have the work solutions to these questions. That's cool. If you want to send the work solutions, then I could try to like interpret them for you. I can do that. Because now we're talking about esters. These are what are called in chemistry. These are called functional groups. So here, I'll show you. Chemistry functional groups. Let me just show them to you real quick. Yeah. So these are all the things you learn in OChem. You learn about what, like, again, the alcohols are, what the ethers are, aldehydes, ketones, esters, carboxylic acids, carbonyls, amines, more things. These are the major ones. And all of these quote-unquote functional groups behave in similar ways. And so when you learn that, oh, an alcohol usually breaks this bond and bonds to this thing, then no matter what type of alcohol you're dealing with, you're like, okay, it's probably going to do the same thing. I'm so jealous you guys studying sciences. I miss my calling, so I'm living vicariously through you guys. Yeah. No, dude, you never missed your calling, dude. There's always, dude, I have a great book. Wait, one sec. I'm going to find this book. One sec. I have a book here. Ugh. Ugh. This book came to me at a time in my life which was pretty pivotal, in which, yeah, I kind of had the similar thought of, you know, I miss my calling, or there's not any time left. But this, if you want to see, there it goes. It says, if you're reading this, there's still time. And it kind of goes to the fact of, like, if you're alive, if you're breathing, if you're still here doing things, there's still time. I picked this book out also because, like, the person kind of looks like me during my, we were kind of on a trip around the beach and stuff, and someone was like, Gio, this guy looks exactly like you, and I just resonated so much with the title. I was like, yeah. If you feel like, you know, you missed it, you missed your stop or whatnot, it's not true. Like, there's always still time to go back and pursue the things you wanted, man. I'll be an old grandma studying physics when I retire from my job in like 20 years. Okay, well, why not just retire from your job now? Right? Like, do you want to wait 20 more years, like, not having fun? You could just quit your job now and start the path, you know? I don't know. You remind me of some of my friends who, yeah, got into, for instance, like, the oil and gas energy sector, and, you know, they see the corporate ladder, they see where it ends, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to be, like, 60 or 70 when I'm finally out. And I'm like, you don't have to go down that path. I mean, yes, it's comfortable. Yes, there's retirement. And maybe you have other requirements. Maybe you have kids. You have a mortgage. I get it. But you have to decide for yourself, like, what's more important, you know? Do you want to spend 20 more years doing shit you hate or taking a leap and doing the shit you want now? But yeah, there's no deadline, dude. There's still time. There's always time. Noise says, oh yeah, I remember some organic chemistry from GCSE, but it was absolutely nowhere near as hard as that. I remember esters and functional groups for some reason. Yeah, ethanone. This conversation started to switch to philosophy. Yeah, well, yeah, Trixel, how'd you find, I don't even think I'm pronouncing your name right, sorry. Trixile, is that how we pronounce it? Trixile? Sorry, the text is so fucking small on my screen. Trixie, cool. I like that. Trixie, easy, okay. Yeah, Trixie. I don't know if you know a lot about us, but we're a nonprofit that teaches kids math and science, and not just math or science. Also, just like kind of like general like life advice for like getting through these rough years of being a teenager. And this type of knowledge and advice, I think, applies to even as you get older. Like I know some people my age in their 30s and 40s that honestly could use the advice that I try to give to like 14-year-old kids. So yeah, we help kids with math or science. That's primarily what I do is I help kids with math or science. But I would say like half of the work whenever I'm teaching or tutoring is also just it's psychology, or it's almost like therapy. It's life advice of like, what do I do? So yeah, feel free to ask anything. You can ask about, you know, partial differential equations, or you can ask about like, should I quit my job? I probably have an opinion on both. Let's see. I want to see what this solution is that he posted. Fucking OChem, dude. You know, this is the class that all the pre-meds get like screwed in, and this is the class that like decides who becomes a doctor or not. That's what I say. Okay. Well, I wasn't far off, Noise here, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look. Yeah. This little thing bonds to Wait, where's the CL though, dog? What? Did they forget the CL? Oh, I guess they just got rid of the CL here. It just went away. But yeah, the CL is like over here as well. Okay. And then this bonds, and then yeah, cool. H+. Nice. Okay, cool. I kind of thought that. I found you guys because I love science, and I'm always looking to look out for science streams on Twitch, and I'm always so interested in anything related to science. So loving this. Yeah, great.
Nice.
Glad. Yeah. Stay for the cookies, you know? Yeah, we do everything, you know? Anything math or... My formal background is... I have a PhD in plasma physics, so that's my science background, but I teach a ton of math, and then I also... You know, here, we do chemistry and stuff, too, so statistics. It's all related. Okay, dude, this is always the funny thing. Naming these things, man, becomes like a fucking game. But interesting, they don't put benzene in there anywhere. I would think this is a benzene ring, so we have to name that as benzene. Or they're saying the name just of, well, are they saying just the alcohol? I think they're saying just the alcohol part is what they're saying here. Okay. Statistics, yeah, he doesn't like statistics. Okay. But yeah, phenol, propanol. Maybe the phenol group is what describes this. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not super versed in OChem. But the propanol I know is this. Because you have 3 carbons, that's propyl. So that's, and then because we just have an OH, that's an alcohol. So this is propanol. And then they say propan-1-ol. The 1-ol denotes that the hydroxide group of the alcohol is on the first carbon. Yeah, so whenever we do stuff in OChem, you have to like label what the groups are. That's what the like propanol is. But then you have to also label like what number carbon that the stuff is located on. That's the 1 stuff here. Give the reagent. Okay, awesome, great, cool. I don't know why that is, but yes. Why they pick NaBH4? Why? And then what was the answer for this one, dude? What would be observed when the alcohol reacts with ethanol chloride? Name the mechanism. So misty fumes. Sounds like a stripper name or something. What? Misty fumes? Okay. Cool. And yeah, Jesus Christ. This is what it turns into? That is a huge mess. Okay. Cool. Good question, Noise. I liked it. I like learning a little bit of OChem. Good to see you again, Noise. I haven't seen you in a while, dude. I hope you're doing well. All that fun stuff. Who can be arsed to draw all this? I don't know. OChem people. Yeah. Did I give a point to Saint yet? Saint, yeah, Saint, I need to give you a point. My bad, Saint. Appreciate you opening up about class sucking and all that stuff. There we go. Let me try streaming my screen again. I wonder if it'll work. Discord. Window projector. Cool. And then let's share the screen. Or I think I need to like share like an application. Or you know what? I'm just gonna share this for you. There you go. There you go. I'm just gonna make that live. That's easier. It's easier to deal with. Let me close this. Okay. Art was the first class I ever dropped. Teacher was literally a dictator. You'd be hung, drawn, and quartered if you didn't bring a 2B pencil. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's up, Bob? You want to do your question now, Bob? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And then it looks like we're going to do, oh, man. It looks like maybe some relativity, Josue. We're going to do relativity. That's always fun. Okay. Calculus. My beloved. Chewing gum? Really? I chew gum all the time. Okay. Cn xen converges when x equals -4 and diverges when x equals 6. What can be said about the convergence or divergence of the following series? What? Excuse me? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. They're saying this one converges when x is -4,
Which goes for it.
and okay, diverges when x is equal to 6. So I think Cn must be a fraction then, right?
Hmm.
Well, I see the minus sign, so I see that it alternates, which is cool, right? But if it's -4 to the n, then this is going up a lot as we go up in terms, right, Bob? So like
Yeah.
I need C sub n to somehow like start knocking that thing down. It diverges when x equals 6. Okay. I assume then this one must diverge as well, because this is when it equals 9, when it equals 8, right? That's higher than 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there should be D diverges also, right? Because
Yeah.
the alternating makes the divergent is also bigger.
Well, alternating doesn't.
The
No.
nine is also-
No. Alternating is actually good. In terms of convergence, alternating is actually good, as long as I can prove that the terms are going monotonically going down to 0. So if I have, for instance, like -5 and then +4 and then -3 and then +2 and then -1, right? The
Oh, I see.
alternating,
Yeah.
the alternating is what makes it converge, because they end up like telescoping, like canceling each other out. What's up, Teacup?
Yeah.
You're right in terms of does the sequence converge? You're right. Alternating screws that up. Yeah. When we talk about sequences, you need the last term to not oscillate. But in terms of series, because every term is adding on the previous one, the plus and minus actually helps. It's why we get like something like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Converges when x equals -4, diverges when x equals -6. And then we don't know what happens in between? Like what?
I guess.
The fuck? God damn it. Ew. Okay. Let me just think about like what C of n would have to be, just even for this to converge, right? I think C of n would have to be like 4 to the negative n minus 1 is what I think it would have to be. Because okay, let's just see, right? So if I have 4 to the minus n minus 1, and then it's x is right, -4 to the n. This is the same thing as -1 to the n, right? And then it's -4 to the n, and then this is just regular 4 to the n, and then this is 4 to the n plus 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So this would end up being, right, -1 to the n, 1/4. Well, actually, so I need it to be n plus 2, maybe? Or maybe I have to have it be like 2n. I need this term to be going down. In order for a series to converge with alternating series, I need this term to also be dropping. So it can't just be a constant 1/4, because then I just keep adding a quarter. So this has to be like 1/4 to the n, is what we say.
Yeah.
So if this is 4 to the n, how do I get that to flip? Your teacher asking all the nightmare hard questions these days, dude. Man, what? Where's my math support, dude? Where's Zach? Where is Zach, dude? Where you at, dude? Where's my math help support?
Would you use the thing that's like AR to the N? The geometric series?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, because it converges because it's less than whatever that number is, right? Because R
Oh,
is
you
less
mean by the
than
the limit comparison test? Is that what you're saying?
no, like like the geometric series, AR to the n,
Yeah.
and then it's like R is less than something, then it diverges. If R is bigger than something, and it converges to something.
Well, if R is less than 1. If R is less
Oh,
than
if
1.
R is less than one,
Well,
because then
absolute
in
value
this,
of R is less than 1.
oh,
Right?
oh, they can't do it this way. I don't know. Let me look.
When x equals -4. So I feel like that C sub n has to have something involved with it.
R is convergent. Yeah, it converges when what you wrote. Then diverges otherwise.
Yeah, right? Okay. Okay, if
But
it's
then what if
if it's convergent at -4, I guess it's also convergent at +4 is what I'm seeing.
yeah.
Why is
But
that?
then this rule doesn't work then because it doesn't because then it's divergent when it's 6 and that doesn't make sense.
Hey, let's see. Well, if it's 6, it's a larger number though, right?
Yeah.
Like if my series was, for instance, right, it's a n r to the n is what it is, right? So
Yeah.
let's say r is equal to x over 4. Okay,
Uh-huh.
right?
Oh
So
yeah.
then, right, when x is equal to 4, this is going to diverge, right? But if it's between, right, less than that, and if it's this -4 comma 4, then it would converge,
Yeah.
right? That's if r is equal to x over 4.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is like that's to the n is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm assuming they're calling is like their. So if we rewrite this, right? Let's say it's but and then they say it's divergent for 6. So is it not divergent for 5?
You can't prove that, I don't think, because
Yeah, right?
you can only say it diverges for 6 and greater, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just trying to see about the.
I guess we don't know what happens between 4 and 5.
Yeah, what happens between 4 and 5? That's what I want to know. Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna say this diverges, right? Just diverges. And then this must converge, right? And then this must converge, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because again, it's convergent from -4 to 4, and then it's divergent. This has to do with like absolute convergence and absolute divergence, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
How is like absolute convergent if even without the 2, the absolute value thing.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Or it's like okay. This is what I want. That's what I want. Okay. So if the absolute value converges, then so does the regular one, right?
Yeah.
So okay. So since -4 is convergent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but this isn't like if and only if though, right? So if the absolute value converges, but I don't know if the absolute value converges. Like if they told me that it was convergent for 4 and then asked me about -4, then I would say that -4 is also convergent.
Mm-hmm.
But they're telling me -4 is convergent, which I'm like, cool, great, because I already know it alternates, and alternating is already like easy to make things converge.
Yes.
Why is the other one? 1 sec. Someone's got a better explanation for this. I know they do. Come on, guys. Okay, here we go. 1 sec. I think I got another solution maybe. Oh, maybe it has to do with radius of convergence.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. So, things are always
Because that's what section is about.
yes. Okay, things are always centered, right? When we say like a radius of convergence, right? It's always kind of like a circle, right?
Yeah.
Where this is going to be the center of the convergence, which means so if something converges up out to 4, it's also going to like converge out here to -4.
Yes.
So, okay, cool. If it converges at -4, then by radius of convergence, I know that it must also converge up to positive here. The series converges absolutely when it's between -4 and 4, and it diverges when it's less than -6 and also when it's greater than +6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then that's easy because then we just look at what like the number is here, right? When it's 1, easy, that converges. And then when it's 9 here, this one diverges.
Oh, okay.
I guess you know what it comes down to? Like things either converge or that diverge, right? You only have 2 choices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zone Ranger says if x equals -4, you do not know if it alternates. Maybe C of n also alternates. Yeah, good point. Good point. I like that. Zone Ranger has a good point about that. Yeah, so I automatically assume that just because we have a -4 to the n here, right, that we're going to have an alternating series. But Zone's right that like C sub n could also be like a -1 to the n, which would then negate out this alternating thing.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
going on. Yeah. I mean, this question comes more down to I think just like the semantics of like something can either converge or diverge, right? It has to be one or the other. So
Yeah.
if we know it converges out to x equals -4, then it has to also converge to 4, which I would say means it must diverge at 5, right?
Yeah.
Is that right, Zone
Yeah.
Ranger? Would this have to diverge if x equals 5? Or do we just not have...
prove that? I don't think we can prove that because
Yeah, because we only know
all we know is -4 to 4 right now.
-4 to 4, and then we know that it diverges from above 6
Yeah.
and below -6.
So you could also say if you say the converge, you could also say diverges, basically.
Yeah. It may or may not converge at x equals 5. Uh-oh. See, that's the trick. That's the tricky part of this. Okay. All right. That's a strange question, but yes. Okay. Does that make a little bit more
It
sense,
is
Bob?
strange.
That's a strange one, but
Yeah.
thank you for bringing it to me, dude. Thanks, dude. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, dude. Nice. Thank you, Zone Ranger, for the help on that one. Yeah, it's when we get to like some of this like more nitpicky stuff in calculus, like yeah, I need like help. I'm gonna pitch my opinion in here that has 0 scientific value and guess that if 4 converges and 6 diverges, then 5 is not doing anything. 5 is a lazy freeloader, just chilling. Oh man. Okay, Josue, let's.
Is series even useful like in like real world applications or just like some random math stuff?
No. Series are like super useful. No. Series, like are there practical applications to knowing sequences in series? Yeah, definitely. Have you gotten to Taylor series yet?
That's what we're doing next.
Cool. Taylor series is what the application of like sequences in series are. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So a Taylor series is how you take a function that is not very easy to express in terms of polynomials, like sine or cosine or e to the x or whatnot, and then we can then describe that as an infinite series of a bunch of different polynomials. Like in this case, it's 1 plus x squared over 2 factorial plus x cubed over 3 factorial. And so it's a very cool way to approximate like irrational functions in terms of like things that we do know.
Okay.
Yes. What's up, Anders?
Oh.
Yeah, so trust. Yeah, sequences and series are actually very important for like real world things later. But yeah, I know they kind of they seem shitty now, but yeah. All right, where is Josue? Oh man. Radius of convergence? Yeah, this was this was the question, Anders, we were doing. Yeah, I think it was radius of convergence. We basically determined that, I mean, this was kind of like, I guess, a solution, but basically, given that something converged at -4, it means it must converge at +4 because the radius must be 4 centered around x equals 0. And then if it diverged at 6, it must diverge below -6 as well. Kind of where we came with that. Yeah. Radius of convergence is, there are better ways to like describe this process than what they're doing. Okay. What's up, Josue? You got this for your, you got a physics
Hello.
final exam coming up soon, yeah?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay, cool, dude. All right. As shown in the figure, a spaceship with a flat front is moving at a constant velocity u. Whenever I see space stuff, dude, is this relativistic yet? Are we dealing with relativity? Like speed of light shit? No?
No.
Okay, good.
It's just mechanics.
Okay, good. Because usually when I see like spaceships and like astronauts and stuff, then they start putting the speed of light, and then like none of these equations work anymore. This is called Newtonian adding velocity up together. Yeah, I think it's called Newtonian. Yeah. What's up, Equity? I'll do yours next. Equity. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. The astronaut throws a ball that undergoes a perfectly elastic what? Sorry, what? Is it? Are they supposed to say a collision here?
Yes.
It's missing a word. The ball has an inertia m and a velocity vector v. Oh wait, sorry. Sorry. Okay. The astronaut throws a ball. Okay. Yes. The inertia of the rocket is much, much larger than the inertia of the ball, obviously, because the rocket ship's much bigger. The pilot of the spaceship is not amused. In the astronaut's reference frame, what is the final velocity vector of the ball? Well, interesting, because like if the if the astronaut throws the ball by conservation of momentum, this dude's gonna start moving backwards this direction. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. But wait, do we know the mass of the astronaut? I don't think we do.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's a bitch, because you kind of need to know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess they're gonna assume that the astronaut doesn't move when he throws the ball, which is wrong. like this is the classic problem of like if you throw something forward, then you're gonna move backwards because the center of mass, inertia has to be the same.
Isn't that also like Newton's third law? Or something like that?
Yeah, probably equal opposite reaction or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfectly elastic. Okay. So I guess it means the ball's probably gonna move backwards, but man, they're not giving me masses here. The ball has inertia m.
This is one of those physics readout classes.
Well, bro, I'm just like, why are they calling it? I think they mean mass m is what they're saying. Inertia. We don't say something has inertia m.
Yeah, it's math. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this from your class, or did you find this on Google?
No, this is for my class.
But
it's a
your
readout class.
But your teacher uses these types of words and things, and doesn't
Yeah.
is just missing stuff. No. God damn it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, whatever.
It's
Okay.
disgusting.
Okay. Here, let's do like momentum before. That's what I always like to do. Okay, momentum before. Yeah, right? Okay. Okay, so we have big spaceship, which I'm going to say, we're going to call this has mass m, and then this has little mass, little m, okay? So before, we're going to have big M u minus little m v, okay? Has to equal the momentum afterwards, right? Which is going to be big M u, and then that's going to be plus little mv, because I assume this thing's going to bounce backwards, right? Yeah, let's call this like,
'cause it's elastic.
right, and this is like u1, this is like u2, this is v1, this is v2. Yeah, and then if it's perfectly elastic, that means there's no change in the kinetic energy of things. Stream. Oh yeah. Some people are wondering. Yeah, sorry. We had daylight savings time in the U.S. Sorry, international people are like, yeah, why'd the stream start early? It's because we lost an hour on Sunday. Yeah, the United States has some weird stuff with time zones. Yeah, that's why. Not your friend. Okay. What is the final velocity of vector? Final velocity vector of the ball. I think it's just gonna be u plus v, right? I think it's just gonna be this. That to me would make the most sense. Basically, because also this mass is so large compared to this that this spaceship is basically not gonna feel any change in its velocity. I'm basically gonna assume that u1 equals u2. Okay.
Mhm.
But if they're equal to each other, then it goes away. What is the max? What is? Let me see. Give me 1 second. It's such a weird question. And I don't like that they don't give you many numbers. They're just like, it's just much bigger. I'm like, okay. Cool. That doesn't really help me. I want some actual numbers. Okay, here we go. Oh, I like this. Little m v plus. Okay. I see what they're doing here. Okay. All right. Let's do it this way. We'll do it the formal way. I'm gonna leave a plus here, and then the direction of things will come out as whether it's positive or negative later. Okay. So we know this by conservation of momentum, right? And then we know by if it's perfectly elastic, that means that kinetic energy is conserved as well, right? So that means that 1/2 big M U1 squared plus 1/2 little m V1 squared equals 1/2 big M U2 squared plus 1/2 little m V2 squared. Does that make sense so far?
That's because it's elastic, right?
Yes, good. Kinetic energy is conserved.
Okay.
Australia observes DST, but for their summer, so they actually turn back the clock in April. Oh my god, dude, what? Everything's backwards in Australia. Okay, so we can get rid of the 1/2s, right? You see how the 1/2s go away?
Cancel out each other.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so those go away. Great. So then I have this, and then this, and I want to solve for v2. Right? Because I'm trying to figure out what this final velocity is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see. So okay, it's just gonna be ugly algebra, unfortunately. I wish there was a more clever way to do this, but with the squares and the not squares, it gets kind of like ugly. So let me think. We solve for v2, right? v2 is equal to big M, and then this is going to be u1 minus u2. Right? Okay. Minus big M over little m minus v1. Is that right? Yeah. v1 minus 2. Okay. And then from this one, so what do I want to... And I want things just in terms of... Okay, so I want to get rid of u2 then. How do we get rid of u2? And u2 is... big U. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. See.
I also have the answer if you want to like.
Yeah. What's the
me
answer? What
try
do they
that
say it
one.
is?
It's E.
E. Do they have the
Yeah.
solution? Do they have the solution why it is though?
No, they don't say why,
Oh, okay.
which I don't like.
Captain Jewel says, do you know any about greenmath.com or any other free resources that teach foundational lessons in math? I don't. Sounds cool, though. Sounds like a Khan Academy type website or something. I know a bunch of awesome math streamers here on Twitch that do a bunch of math. Go follow those guys. We do a lot of, like, if you have any sorts of, like foundational math questions, we also answer them here on the stream. Okay, yeah, let's see how they got this. So it's algebra is what it is here. Because at the end of the day, I need stuff in terms, I need V2 in terms of just U1 and V1, which means I need to cancel out what U2 is. Okay? And then U2 is going to come from here. So there I have U2. Or let's say M. So big M U2 squared is equal to big M U1 squared plus little m V1 squared minus little m V2 squared. Okay? This is kind of cool. I see a difference of squares, which is nice. But I need to get rid of... is green math a ripoff of purple math? Probably. Yeah, it's all the plus minuses. I know where it's coming from. Okay. This. Well, let me think. Sorry. I'm trying to get rid of U2. Oh, okay. So then U2 is equal to U2 squared is equal to all this. Ew, that's so ugly though. Where are they going to get rid of the square root though? Where am I going to get rid of the square root?
Nice.
Thanks for the follow, Fred. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. We'll brute force it. Okay. I guess the square root of all this is then going to get put into here. And then we have U1 minus... Oh, you know what the trick is? Okay, I think I see the trick. I see where the trick is. Oh, man. That's so annoying. Okay. What do we know about big M and little m, though? Do you remember? So little m, right, is the mass of the ball. Well, no, little m is the mass of the ball. And big M is the mass of the spaceship. Okay?
Yeah.
So little m over big M is basically 0. Okay? The mass of the ball divided by the mass of the spaceship is 0. So anywhere I see a little m over a big M, I can just get rid of it.
Okay.
No.
It's a little m over big.
Little m over big M. Okay, because imagine, this is the mass of the ball, right? Let's say mass of the ball is just equal to like 5, okay? And then let's say big mass, right, of the spaceship is equal to like 5,000, okay? Do you see that anywhere in my math equation when I have a little m over a big M, I'm basically have like 5 over like 5 million or something? It's basically 0. This is a trick that they have you do all the time in physics, where it's you take what are called like the extremes, like what's the limit of what's happening here.
Okay, yeah. It gets close
Okay.
to this, right? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, because when I have this, right, if I have little m over big M, I don't care what v1 squared is. This is going to go to 0. Okay? This goes to 0. This goes to 0. Okay? And then this, because it's a big M over a big M, that's just going to go to 1. Okay?
Okay.
So now I have big M over little m. We have u1 minus the square root of u1 squared, which is just u1. And then what is this? And then this is minus v1. Oh, but then this goes to 0. Ugh, I don't like that. So I get that v2 just equals v1. Or u2 equals minus v1. Oh, okay. Or v2 equals minus v1. Okay. So that would make me believe that it's just the opposite. But they say it's 2u minus v.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell are they getting that 2u from? I mean, I agree with the minus v. I'm cool with the minus v. The minus v I like. I don't like the 2u though. What is the final velocity? One sec. Ooh, okay. They're gonna do it by impulse? No. No. V is equal to 2u. Where are they getting from this, though? Let's see. Something math-wise here. It may actually be a thing. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's see. All right, this is. Let me just see, like math-wise. So this was our conservation momentum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is our conservation of energy, or of kinetic energy, right? Then of course they say, oh, by solving these two equations, it's just like, how the fuck did you get to here from here? And then they're gonna do this thing, which this is what I was talking about. Little m over big M is basically 0. So this goes away, this goes away, this goes away. And this would get you 2u minus v. But okay, but how are they getting to here though, right? Because it's tricky when you start seeing all the squared things. Let me think here. One sec. Let's like group these together. Let me do big M u squared minus this squared, right? Oh, but they're doing. I'm trying to see like algebraically where this is coming out, because there's something here with like m minus m then m plus m. No, where is this coming from, dude? And this is equal to little m, and then this is big V squared minus little v squared. Okay. And then how are you getting to that? So then you have big V is equal to big M U plus little m V minus big M big U all over little m. This is also a difference of squares. I see this is like big M U plus big U, and then this is U minus little u. Little u minus big U is equal to little m, and then this is big V minus little v over big V plus little v. One sec. I'll find it. There's some algebra trick here. I'm not seeing. Conservation. Perfectly elastic collision equation. Yes. Oh God. This is not a fun equation to have, dude. This really isn't. This is super ugly, dude. Okay. So they were kind of doing what I was doing. Yeah, honestly, like the problem here is that this is one of these formulas where you're kind of just supposed to know it. You're supposed to just memorize it, like for a perfectly elastic equation, what the formula comes out to be. But the way they did it is okay, cool. So they took the conservation of linear momentum and they wrote it out as something is equal to 1. And then they took the conservation of kinetic energy and then did what I was doing, which was moving it into like differences of squares.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get, for instance, the velocities of the things together, so that you get like u1 minus u2, and then this is v1 minus v2, then you get this whole thing is equal to 1. But then I also know this is equal to 1, so then you can set them equal to each other. And then that gets you, right, okay. U1 is equal to V2 plus V1 minus U2. Okay, but V1 and V2, right, is the rocket ship. And we say that the rocket ship does not really change velocity due to it getting hit by something that is a much smaller mass. So this is where this becomes 2U minus V from here. Yeah, okay. I see how it works. It's oh man,
It's long.
It's long. Well, you're just supposed to you're supposed to just know it is unfortunate. Yeah. But it comes from this. It's this, and then they put this over this. Okay. Cool. That equals 1. Yay. Awesome. Okay. And then also from here, where did we get the 1 from there though? Sorry, where did that one come from? Okay. They group the masses, sorry. Yeah, okay. So from here, they rewrite this as big M U minus big U all over little m big V minus little v. That's also equal to 1. This is equals to 1. So now you can set this equal to this. that equals this.
It cancel out, right? With the
Yeah, this cancels out with this, right? This cancels out with this. This cancels out with this. Right? And this cancels out with this. So little u plus big V over big V plus little v is equal to 1. Right? So u plus big V is equal to 1. And then this is big V plus little v. And then big V was the velocity of the thing at the end, right? Okay. So I get big V is equal to little u plus big U minus V. And then this is the same. So this is just 2u minus V. That's where it comes from.
oh, okay.
Dude, fuck that. Fuck that, dog. What? Fuck that so much, dude. What? And also, this didn't even really take into account the mass thing. That came from this, though. Yeah. Here I determined that, oh, okay, cool. The velocity of the spaceship before and after is basically going to be the same. Because the final velocity of this should just equal itself. And so, yeah, that's why I then say, okay, these two things are the same thing. That's why it's 2u minus v. Okay. What is the maximum energy stored in the elasticity of the ball at any time during the collision? What? What do you mean energy stored in the elasticity? Maximum energy stored in the elasticity of the ball. So that would have to be... Is that the change in the momentum? Is that the impulse is where that has to come from? One sec. Maximum energy stored in the elasticity. Okay, they say it's 1/2 v minus u squared. So it's the difference between the velocities? Okay, the ball's velocity vector will be reversed during the complete elastic collision, but its magnitude won't change. I just thought, but I thought we just said that the magnitude of the ball's magnitude will change. I'm assuming the ball hits the headcraft is minus v. Okay. We suppose that the spaceship's velocity does not vary considerably. I agree with that. Well, here, let me just show you what I'm pulling up. Sorry. Oh, they don't like this answer either.
Does it matter if you have to put it into like a closed system?
Maybe. Or where was it? Where was your question? It was here, right? Okay. Okay. So the kinetic energy of the ball is eventually going to be 0 at some point, right? Because when the ball is moving towards the spaceship, right, that has 1/2 mv squared, okay? And then at some instance, right, when it collides with the spaceship, that's when the ball starts to deform a little bit and its velocity will go to 0, right?
Mhm.
Okay? It's at that point when the ball is deformed like a spring that it has the most amount of energy being stored in it elastically. Okay? And so that amount of energy would be the 1/2 mv squared, because that's all the energy it can lose kinetically. Although I guess, okay, but in the reference frame of the astronaut, though, it still will have some velocity, because even though its velocity is going to 0, it's still attached to the spaceship, which is moving forward at you. Right?
Mhm.
I think that's how you have to kind of see it, like from the physics point of view, right? Let's just consider if like you just had like a regular ball and it was just hitting a wall, okay? Let's just say there's a wall here, right? And let's say it's an elastic collision, okay? So at some point you have 1/2 mv squared, right? In this ball,
Mhm.
which is then hitting the wall, okay, and causing it to like deform a little bit, right? At this point, v is equal to 0, okay? Which means all of this energy must have been converted into like elastic energy, like the springiness within the ball, okay? And then once that ball is allowed to like unstretch itself, that's when it'll start moving again with 1/2 mv squared in the opposite direction, right? So,
Yeah. Do vectors matter here or not?
do vectors matter?
Yeah. So like.
Well, there's an absolute value on everything, so because it's not, because it's the max, right? And also because
yeah, you're right.
it's always v squared though, right? You see how it's always v squared?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. So this is where I have to wonder if the speed of the wall matters, right? Do you know what the correct answer is?
It says B.
It says B. Okay. Let's consider that. I want to say it's C, because I think the only energy that can go into it is due to the Oh, I see. Okay, but yeah, you're right. The direction does matter here. Okay. Here's what happens. Okay. We have to think of it in two ways, right? So yes, you have the velocity from the ball, right, going towards the spaceship, which is going to cause it to compress. But you also have the velocity from the spaceship, or in this case, the wall, which is which is like hitting the ball and causing it to compress, right? This is v is going to be a negative number, right? And then u is going to be positive, right? So I need you have to think of this kind of intuitively, right? That if the velocity of the wall starts to go up, that more energy will get stored in the elasticity. So I need, as u goes up, I need for the energy to go up. In this case, I guess it's positive. But v will always be negative, right? So if we used this convention, right, these two would end up canceling each other out, right? Because v is already pointing in the negative direction. So a faster ball would mean less elastic energy. Because this would be like, negative 50 versus like, I don't know, like 500. Whereas here, you have like negative 50 minus 500, which then when you take the magnitude of that gets you a bigger number. Do you see that? Kind of. I know.
Trying to figure it because v is what going to the left side, which is negative, right?
Yes, v is the ball going to the left, which is negative. U is the
And
wall or the spaceship going to the right. Okay.
Positive, and the negative in the middle. That's just subtracting negative.
Because if let's say that like the magnitude of v, right, is 5 and the magnitude of u is equal to 50, right? And I need these things to add. I need the velocities to add because the effective velocity of something coming from the left and then something hitting it from the right, that's going to create it's like if you're in a car traveling at 50 miles an hour towards a wall, you hit it at 50. But if the wall's coming towards you at 20, you need to hit it at 50 plus 20. You have to hit it at 70. It's what's the effective velocity of the ball in the reference frame of the spaceship of the wall. Okay? So
I think I get it because like you want a number out of the absolute value, right? You don't want just 0 with the u v plus u. You want like an actual number to figure out the velocity.
yeah, but it's okay. I mean, v. No, you can still get a number because v and u are going to be different. They don't travel at the same velocities, right? But yeah, you do want to see in the case of yeah, let's say that v and u were the same, okay? So let's say that the velocity of the ball, right, which is v, was equal to 5, and the velocity of the spaceship, right, was also equal to 5, okay? In reality, v would be a minus 5, right? Because it points to the left. Okay? So doing u plus v would give you 0, which would be wrong. Right? I can't have 0 elastic energy when they're both colliding at each other, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. That's why u plus v does not work, okay? It needs to be v minus u because that becomes minus 5 minus 5. So now the velocities like kind of effectively add to each other. Right? So if the spaceship's coming at 5 and I'm coming here at 5, then effectively I'm hitting it like 10 against 0. It's because of the fucking sign convention they have. That's the only reason it's v minus u.
Okay, yeah.
I know, dude. I know. Believe me, dude. I was pulling my own hair out with this fucking question too, man. This is so mean. It's such a mean question. It's so mean. But yeah, I hope that helps a little bit more. Again, you should memorize this derivation. This thing comes up a lot for the perfectly elastic collision. Yeah, you want to know that. You want to know. One second, I have it somewhere. It was like perfectly elastic collision equation. It's this. It's this massive thing. Again, there's a way you can derive it, right? This sucks. We don't want to do that. But this is the one that they want you to know.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then what happens in limiting cases, so for instance when M2 is much less than M1, then we say that M1 so M2 over M1 plus M2 ends up equaling 0. So this ends up going away. And then I guess if M2 is greater than M1, then you don't really look at this either. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bunch. Yeah.
Fun.
Oh, but we were looking at V2F, right? We were looking at the velocity of the second thing.
Yeah, the final velocity.
Okay, then that was here, right? Okay. So in that case, M1's much greater than M2, right? So you kind of ignore it here. You don't look at it here. You don't look at it here, and you don't look at it here. So this is where you get 2M1 over M1 V1, and then it was minus M1 over M1 V2, and that's where we got the 2V minus U, or I think it was 2U minus V. Do you know that? Do you know that algebra trick?
Algebra trick.
Do you know the trick we're doing here when I'm just getting rid of numbers?
Like, don't they like go like big M goes to 0, something like that?
Something like this. Okay, so for instance, in this thing, M1 was much bigger than M2, which they'll write it like this. They'll put like a double thing. Okay. All right. So M1 divided by M2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, here we go. If M1 is much bigger than M2, then M2 over M1, okay, is much less than 1. You see how I just moved that over?
Mhm.
So we say effectively that M2 over M1 is equal to
0.
0, okay?
Okay.
All right. Doing that, whenever you see stuff like here, right? Okay, and I see a bunch of M1s and M2s, try to have this thing come out, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the top and the bottom here all by M2. Or all by M1 is what I'm going to do, right? Okay? Because I want to show that something over M1 is equal to 0, okay? So if I divide everything here by M1, so I get 2M1 over M1 over M1 over M1 plus M2 over M1 V1. And then here, right, divide everything by M1. So that's M2 over M1 minus M1 over M1 over M1 over M1 plus M2 over M1 V2. Okay? Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, anywhere I see M2 over M1, I'm going to call that 0. So this is going to go to 0. This is going to go to 1, right? M1 over M1. This is going to go to 1. This is also going to go to 0. This is going to go to 1. This is also going to go to 0. And then this is going to go to 1. So you see here I have 2 over 1 V1 plus negative 1 over 1 V2. And that's where we get 2V1 minus V2 is equal to V2F. Okay?
So you just plug in 1 over M1 to put it to the...
I just divided everything by M1. So in this equation, top and bottom of everything gets divided by M1. Because I know my relationship is that if I have an M2 over M1, I get to write that as 0. This is a very...
Okay.
No, go on.
Cancel it to 0?
Yeah, because I want to get rid of it.
Okay.
This whole trick here is something that's very quintessential and important to physics, which is, it's called like limits at extremes. And I could tell already, because, dude, this is a motherfucking bitch of a fucking question, but when they don't put fucking masses on things and they say that this is much bigger than this, like here, to be honest, they did say it 3 fucking times. They said much, much, much larger, okay? That tells me right away that this mass is much bigger than this mass, and we're going to need to use that approximation in order to, like, simplify some shit. Like, that's the intuition that well, where did it go? That's the intuition that you need to have, unfortunately. Yeah, it's this, okay?
It's called momentum of limits or something like that?
So this is called limits at extremes, is what it is.
Oh, limits at extremes.
Yeah. So in physics, if they don't give you masses or they don't give you velocities or whatever, but they say assume that something is much bigger than the other thing, write that out. Just straight up. Be like, okay, something is much bigger than this, and then try to write it out such that when you divide one side by the other, you now have that some ratio is much smaller than 1, which means that ratio is basically equal to 0.
That's funny. They never taught us this in lecture.
I know.
Limiting-
I know. I'm so sorry that they didn't. But that's if you want to take anything from this whole, like, I don't know, we've been at this question for an
Yeah.
hour. This is the most important thing in physics, which is if they give you relationships between things, being able to what I call like limits at extremes is what I would say. Okay?
Oh,
Because that's going to cause very complicated equations to reduce down to very simple ones. And it's a very important trick for you to learn how to identify that and then just start canceling stuff like how we did here.
sweet.
Sweet? Yeah, I hope that helps you
Yeah.
a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying so patient with us getting through that one, dude. That was such a...
No, no. Thank you for helping me.
You're very welcome, Jose, dude. Congrats, dude. All right. Let me know if you got other questions throughout the week that are stupid, difficult, and I can try to show you some tricks for like how they work.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, dude. All right. Wow. Wows. Here, give that to Jose. Oh man. Ugh. Sorry, I need like a I need like a head break after that one. Not your friend says I have to go to school. That's why. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me just sorry, I need my head to come back. Been on Struggle Street trying to get like every last brain cell of mine to work today. Ugh. But we're working. We're getting there. Yeah, that last one is just a huge pain. That's a bad question. Yes. Yeah, Equity, I did yours in the beginning, but then you weren't here. Gotta be here. I will do yours though. It's okay. Trixie says, it would have been nice had the word collision wasn't missing from the question. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of things wrong with that question being asked. But, you know, Josue sees it. There's the important concept of limited extremes. I mean, yeah, if anything came out of this, yeah, it's a lot of times when I work with students, it's to reassure them that they're not stupid. Their teacher is just being unnecessarily mean with the question. And then to show that, okay, but here's the actual trick that you need to know to do this one. Yeah. Because, yeah, even reading solutions are difficult sometimes, man. Like, man. Okay, not your friend. Let's do yours real quick. And then I will do equities, and then... Okay, there we go. The radius of the bottom surface of a hollow... Oh, God. Okay. The height of the cylinder is 5 times the radius. The cylinder has been filled with water to a height of 2r. 18 small solid spheres, each of radius a. Dude, why? Dude, what? Why are we doing this? Why do we have a cylinder that we're putting cubes into and what? Oh no, they're spheres. Okay, all right. Well, I don't know if that's even better, but okay, they're spheres. 18 small solid spheres of each radius a are inserted in the cylinder. Show that the water in the cylinder will overflow if a is greater than r over 2. Then find the value using log tables. Okay. Yeah, it's just Jeff, you're right. It's just a volume problem. It's just annoying. Like what? Like what? I gotta think so much. There's so much thinking involved. Okay, here we go. Yes, you're right, Jeff. It's not that bad. I'm complaining. Okay. Let's draw some things. I like drawing pictures. Cool. That's R. Awesome. Cool. The height of the cylinder is 5 times the radius. Okay, cool. Let's do it. 5R. The cylinder has been filled with water to a height 2R. Okay. So we can't have the volume of the sphere exceed 3R. Or 3R volumes worths of something. Yeah, right? Okay, cool. This is 2R. 18, and then there's 18 of them. Yes, pi r squared times 5r is the volume. Thank you. Yes. Pi r squared times 2r is the water volume. Yeah. So I think we want we want the volume of the spheres to be equal to pi r squared times 3r. That's the overflow point, right? Because pi r squared times 5r is total volume. Yes. Yes, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not that bad. You're right. I appreciate it, Jeff. Yeah. Yes. So 18 times 4/3 times pi times a different r times a 4/3 pi a cubed has to be equal to pi r squared times 3r. Oh yeah, this isn't bad at all. Yes. Does that make sense, not your friend? Do you see how this is making sense? Yeah, sorry. So, again, the volume of the water here, right, is pi r squared times the height, which is 2r. Good. Okay. Pi r squared times 3r. Good. So I need this much space to be taken up by the spheres. There's 18 of them. Cool. Awesome. Let's start canceling some stuff. Pi's go away. This becomes an R. Well, we got a 3. We got another 3. Okay, whatever. This is going to go to 6. Divide by 3. That's going to go to 2. So what? I have 8a cubed is equal to r to the 3rd. Oh, okay, very cool. So a to the 3rd is equal to r to the 3rd over 8, which is equal to, yeah, just cube root it. A is equal to r over 2. Nice! Love it.
Well done! Well done!
Yeah, much better. Not nearly as tough as the other one. Yes, I like that one. Much better. Yes. That's kind of cool. Yes. All right. Good luck at school, not your friend. Let me know what you're going to buy with all the Razer Gold I got you. Should be cool. There's sphere packing issue we're ignoring, but let's go with it. I agree. Yeah. Let's not choose violence today, Jeff. No violence. It's Monday. Oh, you're going to go buy some Valorant stuff. Cool, man. Valorant's sick. What's up, Monkey? What's up, Taco? I haven't seen you in a bit. Okay, Equity. We're going to do your question. Let's do yours. Oh, what are we doing? OChem, series, physics. We've been doing so much stuff today. Love it. Okay, bye, guys. Yay. I had to go somewhere for basketball. How did basketball go? Oh, it was good. What's up? Is Equity here? Oh, I'm not really sure. Weekly question. All right, Equity, where you at, dog? Doing your question here if he's here. If not, Taco. Do you have a question you want to ask, Taco? I gotta go here in like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Bob. Oh, Saint asked one too. Let me give points to Saint. Sorry. Yeah. Let me see. Someone else posting here? Taco. Ooh, Taco's got some good stuff. Let's do it. More chem. We love chem. Nope, not this. Where is it? Ooh, okay. pH and stuff. That's cool. This one wasn't too bad. I remember doing this one with you. Let's do a hard one. Let's do a hard one. One sec. Let me find you a hard one. Let me find you a difficult one. Ooh, I like this one. No, not that one. Okay, number 8. Let's do number 8. Yeah. We're gonna get a little complicated. Yeah, what's up, Cuber?
Baby voice is here. Can I buy 16? You can buy as many as you want. Yeah, you can just keep going. Wow, Cuber's dumping on all the coins. Yeah. What am I getting you, Cuber? What am I buying you next? Alright. Taco, let's try to do this one. Oh, Equity's back. Alright. Equity, I'll do yours after this one. Here, let me Taco submitted one. We were waiting for you.
Taco. Make me wait. Ooh, yeah, balancing stuff. Yeah, we love this stuff. This stuff is fun. Table! Yes, let's do it. Okay, cool. All right, we got a bunch of stuff. Right, a lot of stuff. So what? We got H's, we got P's, we got O's, we got MG's. Yeah, I think that's what we got, right? Yeah, we do the table first. Okay. Hydrogens. All right. I see 3 from here, 2 from here. So that's going to be 5. 1 phosphoric acid. Yeah, HEPO4. Yeah, good. Yeah, you know that one. Yeah, okay. And then what? We got 6 oxygens. 1 magnesium, I think. Okay, let's try here. H, P, O. And I'll show you. There's actually a trick you can do with this one to make it like kind of easier sometimes. But okay, look, we got 3 here. We got 2 P's. I got 8 and 9. And hydrogens, I think I only got 2. All right. Which thing you want to try to balance first? Taco. What do you want to balance? What should we try to balance? Is this a neutralization? I think you're right, actually. Yeah, because it does produce water. And you're right. You're very right. Yeah, this is also a base. Hydroxide. You want to balance the MG? All right, let's do it. So I think we're going to put a 3 on this, right? Okay, so what's that's going to change? That's going to make this equal to 3, which is good. We like that these are the same. Nice. Oxygen's going to do something weird, though, right? How many oxygens do I have now? All right, peace, Cuber. Yeah, monkey should go. He does touch grass. He was just playing basketball, bro. He was just playing basketball. Of course, he's been touching grass. Been touching the court, dude. Ten oxygens on the left. Yeah, I think so, right? Because what? We got 2. 2 from that, and then there's 3. That's 6. Good. So then this is 10. Good. Okay, cool. And then that probably changed the hydrogen too, right? So now 2 and 3. That's 6. Okay, so now we got 9 over here. Oh, God. It's not looking very nice. Only grass I touch is the grass in Fortnite. Yeah, he does touch grass. Okay, what are we going to balance next? All right, we got the MGs, which are nice. Okay. But, oh, man, everything else looks kind of, like, messy here, right? Like, do I try to go for oxygen? (5H2O). Why do you want to do 5H2O? Oh, well, 5H2O is going to add more than that's going to add a lot. That's going to add 5 oxygens here on top of the 8 that I already have, which is going to make 13. That's already like not good, right? Yeah, we don't want that. Yes, thank you, Equity. Yes, Equity has the right idea here. Yeah, yes, very good job, Equity. So this is I wanted to show this to you, Taco Cat. Okay, because when you have an equation like here, right, where a lot of the elements are being grouped together. Do you see, for instance, I have oxygens from here in the phosphates. I also have oxygens from the hydroxide here. I also have oxygen in the H2O. Yeah. Yeah, this gets very difficult to try to balance individual elements. However, yeah, Equity has the right idea of like, let's try to do this. Instead of grouping this in terms of the elements, let's try to do it in terms of what are called like the polyatomic ions, okay? Because what I notice is that phosphate PO4, right, shows up in 2 locations, and it's kind of grouped. Yeah, so let's this is kind of a non-conventional way to do this, but it works out, especially when ones that are like this complicated. So I'm gonna keep the H's the same, right? Because H is gonna show up in a couple places. But yeah, I agree we should do something with the phosphates. So instead of doing phosphorus and oxygen by itself, I'm just gonna do phosphate as a whole thing I'm balancing. So that I have 1 over there, I have 2 over here, okay? Mg I can keep separate as well. Okay. So that means I have 1 over here, I have 3 over here. Good. And then what I'm gonna do actually, so instead of H2O, I'm gonna write this as HOH. Okay? Such that now, right, I see hydroxides. So that can be the other thing I start balancing. So here I have 1 hydroxide, and I have 1 hydrogen. 1 hydroxide, 1 hydrogen from here. Okay. Here I have 3 hydrogens from here, and 2 hydroxides. Okay. Yeah, this is again, this is kind of weird, but it's gonna make things look a lot easier. Like, trust. Okay. Because look what happens here, okay? Let's try to balance the MGs first. You were right. Let's put the 3 over here, okay? Now MG goes to 3. But now instead of like counting the individual hydrogens and oxygens, I'm just going to notice that that's going to turn my hydroxide number up to 6. I'm not even going to worry about the hydrogens up here or the oxygens in here. I'm just looking at the OH thing as a group, okay? So in order to balance the 6 hydroxides here, right? I'm going to do something to the H2O over here, because this is an HOH. It's hydrogen hydroxide. And so I'm probably going to put a 6 on this, okay? Because that's going to turn this OH into 6, and then it's going to boost hydrogen up here to 6 as well. Okay? Then we can see, right? Yeah, that, okay, if I want to balance the hydrogens here, now I'm just going to put a 2 over here, which is going to boost this to 6 and change my phosphate up to 2, which then balances the 2 phosphates here. Okay? So now I see my answer. It should be 2, 3, 1, 6. Exactly. Yeah. So this looks kind of weird, but let's say 2, 3, 1, 6 is what I think the answer is. So let's go here and like do that. 2, 3, 1, 6, and then we can count up the individual things here and just see if it works out. Okay? So in terms of the hydrogens, right? 6 hydrogens plus 6 here, so that's 12 hydrogens. 12 hydrogens from here. Awesome. 2 phosphates. 2 phosphates. Oxygen, that's going to be 8 plus 6, that's 14. And then this is going to be 8 plus 14, plus 6, 14. Okay. And then the MGs, we got 3 here. And we got 3 here. And wow, you're done. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, that's a very cool example. Thanks, Equity, for like yeah, you're so correct with that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show with this, is that sometimes trying to balance the individual elements is not the right move here. You want to try to group them by polyatomic ions and do them that way. Taco. Okay. Equity, last one. Your question. Cool. Weekly question. Yeah. Here we go. This was yours. This was yours right here. Yeah, cool, Trixie, right? It's a cool trick. Very cool trick. Okay. This was kind of like a Sudoku puzzle we had here, right? Okay. So let me draw my thing. So we got this, and then I gotta break it up into all these sets of rows, right? Whatever. Okay. Just leave it like that. Okay. So anytime, so these are the operations. Adding 1 to every number in a row, okay? So that means adding 1 to everything here. Or adding 2 numbers to all the numbers in a column. So adding 2 to every number in a column. What I noticed kind of off the bat, right, was, okay, could I add 2 to every number in this column, Equity? Could I do that? Could I do like +2, +2, +2? Would that be possible? Because that's what we say. Like, if you're adding things in a column, you have to add 2 to everything. If you're adding things in a row, you have to add 1 to everything. Add 3. What do you mean add 3? So here's what I'm saying. So, like, let's say, for instance, I just did the operation on this row. On this column, sorry. Because adding anything to a column means you have to add 2. So this would be +2, +2, +2, which would end up being 2, 2, 2. Okay? And then if I wanted to turn this one into a 3, right, I could do a +1 here. And this would become 1, 3, 1. Right? Okay. What I wanted to show here, Equity, is that, like, you can't add 2 to this column, because do you see how I need this first number here to be 1? Right? That tells me right off the bat I can't do a column add here, because it would add too many numbers. Too many numbers, literally. Okay. Punny. It would add 2 to the top thing here, which would throw it over the 1. Okay? So what that tells you, Equity, is you can't do a column add on this middle column. Which means in order to get this 1 here, I have to do a row add to this first row, okay? So this I'm definitely going to do +1, okay? Which will make this 1, 1, 1, okay? Now you can start to kind of work backwards, or not work backwards, but you can kind of like tee off into things, right? Because I know if I'm only allowed to do 1 row add on this top row, because that's the only thing that I'm allowed to do to make this 1, then I have to do column adds to get this element here up to 7. And every time I do a column add, it adds 2, okay? So how many column adds do I need to do here to get this thing up to 7 if it's at 1? Three. Yes. Exactly. Good. Very good. Yes. So I'm going to do 3 column adds here, right? Because each column add is going to add 2. So 3 times 2 is 6, right? So that's going to make this 7, 6, 6. Okay. So now that we know that, okay, Moog. What am I going to do to make this thing go up to 9? Because I've already determined, right? I can only have 3 column adds here and 1 row add here. What do I need to do to this to make this thing equal to 9? Add 3. Yes, good. Add 3, right? Yeah, okay. So now we're going to add 3 on this row, right? That's going to make this thing equal to 9, and then we're going to get 3, 3, which is cool, right? We already got this. I already know this is going to be 0, right? I can't do any column adds down here because it adds too much. Okay. So now we just have this number and this number we got to figure out. Okay. What's that going to be? How many row adds am I going to have here? Two. Good. Because watch. This is going to add 2, which is going to make it 8, 2, 2. And then we're almost done here, right? Now I need to figure out this. What's that going to be? I want it to be 4, right? But remember, every time that I add numbers in a column, I add 2. So you don't want to do 4 column operations there. You want to do how many? 2. Good, exactly. Because if I do 2 column operations here, right, that's going to add 4 to this number, which will make it 5. It's going to add 4 to this number, which is going to make it 7. And it's going to add 4 to this number, which is going to make it 6. And then you're done. You got the same thing. Nice.
Well done! Well done!
Yeah, good job, dude. That's a fun question. I like that one. That's a really cool one, Equity. Equity, yep. Okay, nice. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming to office hours today. Had a very cool question. Oh, what would be A plus B? Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me, sorry. 1 sec. Take the cheering down. 1 second, sorry. I didn't actually answer the question, sorry. Okay, what's the number of A and B? You just add all these numbers over, right? Okay, so this would be, so step A was adding in the rows. So that was 1, 3, 2. So A is equal to 6. And then the columns, which is B, that's equal to 5. You see that? So A plus B is equal to 11. Yeah? Good. Okay, cool. Yes. All right. Awesome. Cool. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate all the questions today. Thanks for for hanging with me. It is always kind of rough for me after big trips to come back and have to do all this math stuff. So I appreciate all the help. Appreciate all the awesome streamers. If you found us here on Twitch and whatnot, please, yeah, join our Discord. That's the best way that you can even ask your own questions. You want to learn stuff about math or science, join our Discord. It's here, !Discord, and you can submit questions, and we'll go through them. Our next stream is going to be tomorrow. That'll be at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you want to know the schedule, there's the schedule. Yeah, keep in mind, daylight savings has happened. So right now, Pacific time, it is 5:30. I don't know what that translates to other places in the world, but yeah, I know some people were like, wait, what? This is an hour off. And I was like, yeah, well, we here in the U.S. do some weird things with daylight savings over the weekend. So yes. Yeah, very welcome. Okay, cool. Yeah. Thanks to all the new people that found us. Thanks again to all the awesome math stream. Yeah, a couple people here were like, "Oh, I'm looking for more streamers and like math science stuff." Those are all our friends. They stream a bunch of math stuff. A lot of really cool topics, subjects they do. So make sure to go follow them, and you can get the full schedule of you could watch math streams all week on Twitch. Yes, you're very welcome, Trixie. Thank you for participating, having fun. That's what makes it worth it. Okay. Let's go. Oh wait, is anyone who's live? Who's live right now? Let me see who's live. Enigma bot. There's no people live. Okay. Okay. There's always someone who's live. Let me see. We're gonna raid. Let's go raid Science. Yeah. So we got our buddies at Science stream. They're another stream. Dating Highway should be going live in a few minutes. Okay. Jinxie, y'all stop. I can't raid Jinxie. All right. I gotta go teach right now. I just see Science on, so I'm gonna go raid Science. Go follow Danny afterwards. But yes. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I hope you have a wonderful time. And then we will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Sounds good. All right.